sticks and stones
won't break my soul. Gotta be your miracle, miracle. It's in my bones. Gotta break the taboo before we all become animals, animals.
Gemini Doremi, wiwibloggs.com. Christabelle, my first interview of Eurovision 2018.
Super exciting.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
What was that like going in for the fourth time? You had Lovetricity, Rush, Kingdom, and now Taboo.
For me, it was a very meaningful song in the sense that I was obviously involved in the writing of the song and involved in the process of the production as well. So, I mean, for me, it was like I was my only competition in the sense that I just wanted to be better and get the best of my ability out there. That's what it was about. And obviously it was a super exciting process because along with my artistic team and Stephen, Levi Vella and Diane, it was like always working and it was such a fun experience that now I just can't wait for May.
You invested a lot in the song
Yes.
because first of all, you were one of the co-writers in the song.
Yes.
You flew out to Stockholm to record the
Yes.
song, and you worked with the likes of Mushu and Thomas Gieson, both JESC and Eurovision veterans.
Yes.
Had Taboo not, assuming it didn't win MESC, would you have carried on again competing?
It's a tough question because I didn't think about it.
Well, you came back. You came back after Kingdom, so...
To be fair, it's going to be a really busy year for me because I'm getting married as well, so...
Oh, you're married?
I'm getting married.
When is your wedding?
In September. So deadline for Eurovision in Malta would have been in September, so I would have had to miss next year for sure.
Okay.
So then maybe I would have come back, but deadline would have been September
And there's a big wedding in store.
Yes. And
Fantastic.
So that would have been my reason for not coming back.
Fantastic. And again, congratulations. So talking about Taboo, it's not just a pop song, is it? It means a lot to you.
It does.
Can you tell us about that?
It means a lot to me and to Mushu as well. We both went through some personal experiences that I wanted to convey this message of hope to all those people who have not sought help yet. Obviously it's all about the awareness of mental illness. Those people that have not looked for help, and hopefully with the message of the song, because obviously it's still a taboo that you go out there and talk about your problems, and obviously like you go to a GP with a cold, why not go to a psychologist to speak about your troubles? You know what I mean? For me, it's not a big deal. And that's why I want to show the world that I went through a tough time. I spoke about it with someone, I got help and I got better. So I want those people who are going through this tough time in their life to do the same. But it's a message of hope. It's a message
Have you had feedback from people in the medical field in Malta?
Yes, a lot.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Tell us about that.
I got a lot of calls from different psychiatrists and psychologists who thanked me for what I was doing. Her Excellency, the President of Malta,
Who actually just appointed you as an ambassador for mental health?
Yes, for her foundation that has to do with social well-being and mental health. I got this appointment not because we wrote a song about mental illness and obviously I won Malta Eurovision Song Contest. It's because it was very personal for me and I can obviously bring something to the table that is, as an outsider with all those like medical professionals, and so for me it's a huge responsibility, but I'm taking on this role to obviously help all those people in need.
We've got to talk about your staging.
Yes.
It was quite dark in Malta. Is that vibe going to continue on with your journey?
I think it worked here, and I think it could work obviously there as well. Hopefully in Malta, it was like, it had, like, in my opinion, a really cool factor. Like, people were talking about the staging a lot, which I appreciate so much. And obviously, I want to just enhance that and take it to Portugal. That's it. So, but it's going to be dark. It's going to be dark.
Wow. And we love the artwork as well,
Yes.
where you've got your hands over your head like that.
Yes,
and yeah.
That was all the process leading up to Malta Eurovision Song Contest as well. We're going to take that a step further. So
Wow. And then you're so sweet in person. it's such a contrast.
well, I'm a very outgoing person. Like, my personality is very outgoing. However, on stage, it shows on stage that you know, with my personality. However, obviously, if I need to change a bit of my persona on stage and actually go into my head and think about what I've been through.
And the echoes in your head, you know.
That's all. That's what it's about. All my performance is all about what I've been through and getting out of it and helping people get out of it.
And was this your first stab at songwriting, or have you done it before?
I've done it before. However, for Eurovision, I've never done it. And to be fair, Mushu knew exactly what I wanted. Like, I said, the song needs to be called Taboo, and Mushu was like throwing ideas and like, I was like, yes, I really like that. And we came up with animals and criminals, and for me it was so meaningful that it just worked. I mean, we only had like 2 sessions of songwriting and just...
Yeah, because you were booked to be in Stockholm for 3 days.
Yes.
But it finished in 1 day.
It finished in 4 hours.
Oh, really?
But the songwriting process, like the lyrics, Mushu was here from... Mushu was traveling all over the world, and...
As he does. Follow him on Instagram.
Yes. He came back because of his mother had some health issues, and that's how Taboo happened. I mean, we would have written it anyway over Skype.
Were there other songs as well in the bag, or you
No,
flew out
no,
just for
just
Taboo?
Taboo.
Wow, it's a real commitment.
No. I always believed that I should have one song that I should focus on. However, Taboo was like a song that I believed in from the very beginning, and why throw my energy on other songs when...
And did
I
you get
believe
the
in this.
same feeling with Rush and Kingdom? Did you?
No.
No, you didn't. So you
Not
were...
at all.
Wow, this was
Not
the
at
real...
all. I mean, I loved all my other entries.
I mean,
cannot
Rush
say-
came second.
I can't say that I didn't. However, with Taboo, it was like I'm competing with myself, and I can be the only one who messes it up for myself, in the sense that if I don't give a good performance, then I'm not going to do well. However, I always want to be my best self on stage. So, and then when we're in Malta, and I normally in the part of the choreography, I just lift my head up, and I was so excited, and I heard so many people shouting from the audience, and I didn't even realize that there was no spotlight on me. So the song started.
We thought it was meant to be like that.
It was still going to be dark, but there were some shadows on my face, and I just looked up, and I'm like, in the silence, oh my God. I'm like, there's no light. And then I thought that the box wasn't going to work, so I was panicking, like, I was really panicking.
In the silence, you find gold,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm on the beat, girl!
So I said, in silence, you'll find gold. And I'm like, I look up and I'm like, no, I want the lights to work.
Oh, God.
But then it just gave me more like,
You
know,
had to
that,
find the
like,
fire and bring it out. That was your life.
So it was fine. And I went off stage and they asked me, do you want to perform it again? And I'm like, no, thank you.
I'm surprised you didn't go for that.
No. I thought I gave the performance of my life.
You know the funniest thing? Had you done it again, people would be like, oh
yeah,
she won
She won because she
because...
did. I mean, if I have to speak about Deborah, Deborah was right after me, and her lights were like strobing all the time, and she wasn't given a choice, so people took it against her because she did it again, but she didn't have a choice. She didn't even realize that the lights weren't working. So I just wanted to clarify this for her because she's such a sweet girl that. But I didn't want to
It's so
perform
nice
it again.
in Malta. You're all one big family. You all love each
Yes.
other, and yeah, there's a competition going on, of course, but
Obviously.
it's not a
But I
competitive
don't
spirit.
exactly. I don't want to harm other people, and actually, I want to help them. You know, I've helped most of them, and I've given them suggestions. So
Oh, that's nice. The Eurovision journey is like really happening. You're filming your postcard tomorrow.
Yes,
Can you
tomorrow.
tell us a bit more about that?
Tomorrow we fly to Lisbon. Yes, it's going to be exciting because I've never been. So I'm going to
And this
experience
is the time
it
to have the
before.
holiday now, because when you're there for 2 weeks.
But we're going to be filming non-stop, so it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. They've asked me what I'm scared of, but I don't know what I'm doing yet.
So they're probably going to give you one of your fears.
No, probably not. Well, I'm really scared of heights.
Oh, and you're flying tomorrow.
No,
Okay, that's
well, I
interesting.
am very scared of flying. And I love to travel. I'm really, really scared of flying.
The two don't seem to go together.
So I'll be like, on the plane, I'll be like, just hold my hand. After turbulence, oh my God, hold my hand. You don't want to be on a flight with me.
Really? We can sing Kingdom and Rush together and Taboo all the way till we get to Lisbon.
But I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic experience filming the postcard. I mean, it's
Oh,
going to be
wow.
amazing because I'll be working with the production team of Eurovision as well. So
And have you had so many Maltese designers flock to you going, oh, we want to design your stage outfit for Lisbon?
we haven't yet decided what we're going for. So obviously I've worked with people in the past and I have my own sponsors as well who have shown nothing but support towards me. And obviously we still have to decide on the outfit and then we see who's best to do it.
Wow. I'm so excited already. I feel like speaking to you is bringing Lisbon even closer. Like I feel like, oh my God, can it be May already? So
I
that's
just wanted to... I'm just excited for the experience. Those 2 weeks I'm sure are going to be amazing. And I'm going to have like the best people around me. Like
Speaking of the best people, so Mushu has obviously done Eurovision a few
Yes.
times and he's won Junior Eurovision.
Yes.
And Thomas Geeson has won, obviously, and he's in every national selection. What advice do they give you that was conflicting? Did one say something and then the other say something?
To be honest, since I was in Malta and both Thomas and Mushu were away. Obviously, Thomas is in Stockholm and he wasn't really... he was constantly asking me, what are you going to do? And like I used to give him some ideas and then I just sent him the dress rehearsal video and he was like, oh my God, I love it. Mushu only came a few weeks before Eurovision, but he was obviously always informed of what we're doing and I don't think there was ever anything that they told me that we didn't do. Just Mushu told me at the very beginning, he told me make sure that the staging is amazing and I hope we didn't fall short of that. So
No, you didn't. And in terms of their involvement in Taboo, who did what? How did it all come about? How was the collaboration breakdown?
with Thomas, I started receiving some demos. Obviously, I knew that the song was going to be called Taboo. Obviously, Mushu and I are friends, so I discussed what I went through and what it needs to be about with him, and we worked together. With Thomas, I received quite a few demos before, and then when I heard like Taboo, it was like the melody of it and like the beginning like demo. It was
So
like
the melody came from Mushu?
no, everything was Thomas,
Okay.
music-wise.
Music-wise.
And obviously I were in discussions after like enhance that instrument and let's do this here and let's do that. And during the recording session we had to change some lyrics as well. We're in touch with Mushu and we're like that and I know part was like
I know.
that was like a really like tongue twister. Mm-hmm. that Thomas kept on saying it needs to be stronger in the sense that people can actually sing that part, because it was a tongue twister. Like the words were like crammed together, and I wasn't really. I was singing it well, but weren't really understanding what I was saying because it was like so many words, you know. But then Mushu was like, just do it like, and I know that that you see my life in foreign eyes,
In
which is
foreign
like,
eyes.
it was already there, that part, but it was a longer like phrase, and that part I'm referring to people judging other people. Like, you see my life in foreign eyes, meaning that they don't agree with what's going on in your life, so they judge you. So,
And it must be such a long process from the first version, the first draft of Taboo, to what we
have
hear
like
now.
25 mixes, 25 different
Wow.
mixes.
Is this the final mix?
No, we are enhancing some elements of the song. We aren't changing the song, however, we're enhancing certain elements of it.
Christabelle, I love you. And I love Mushu too. In fact, it happens to be
I
my
love
cameraman. Can you flip over? Say hello. Eurovision News with Attitude. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
You've been
much.
speaking to wiwibloggs. Say a good hello to your fans. Have you cut off?
No, I'm still on.
Good.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone that's shown support. Obviously, this is our road to Lisbon. I hope you're gonna love our music video and the revamped version of the song. And I hope I get your vote in Lisbon.
Oh yes, count on that.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.